Hey, here we go. Right, I'm live. First thing I need to know is, can anyone hear me? Just got to adjust this light a bit. I think that's a bit better. Right, I'm getting nothing from anyone at the minute. Albert Footy. Hiya, Albert. Thanks, Alan, as in Albast. How are we all doing? Has anyone got any snow yet? 5 and 9:59. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to try and be strict with myself this week. Hi, Dipsy. How are you, mate? So come on, I want to know who's got all this snow. That I keep looking on weather radar. Looks like it's all over to the east coast. Eddie's mum's got snow right now. Dave L's got some. What moors are they? Hi, Del boy. Yeah, you earwig, mate. No problem. Yeah, I'm all good. I'm a bit late. Stefan's in the house. Hi, Stefan. How are you, mate? Right, Albert's kicked off with the first question. So you're going to have to bear with me if you're saying hello or whatever. I'll come along. Albert, the 6900, obviously you've got the power difference. Oh, what are the main differences? Well, here's one for you, Albert. On the 6900, it's all sort of channelized, okay? On the 9900, you can come out of channel mode and go to frequency mode. So let's just say your channel one on whatever band, A, B, C, D, E, F, whatever, is 26965, which is channel one of the mid block, okay? If you, while you're still in frequency mode, change it to 27.555 upper sideband and then click channel mode again. Next time you come back to that channel, that'll be the 555. So what you could do, you could pick a specific block of channels, A, B, C, D, E, F, and you could have channel one as, for example, the 555. Channel 2 could be your QSY frequency. Channel 3 could be the UK calling frequency. Channel 4 could be an alternative QSY frequency. Channel 5 could be the 19. You can configure it exactly how you like, and that's why I like it. And you've got memory channels. So, for example, one of the reasons I really warmed to the 9900, I'm not knocking the 6900, I've got one set here, is when I was mobile, if I was calling out on sideband and there was no one there, which to be fair was quite rare, if I hit the memory button, it took me straight to the UK 19. And the clarifier is exactly that. It's nice and smooth. Pardon me, the 6900 clicks. I don't really like that, if I'm honest. Both have got their plus points, but I like the 9900. Anyway, we'll get back to everyone else. Gary Seed, hello. Andy Cowley, hiya. Sean Fahy, evening. Dipsy says the CB that he sent me a picture of is a common thing for the Scania. A lot like them. Yeah, Dipsy, I didn't even know that one. I've got to be honest, I don't often look at the AM/FM rigs. I mean, I've got enough of them here. AM for music. Just remind me where you are, mate, if you had snow for the last month. Yeah, Sean. I think for mobile in particular, the 9900 is a banging rig. I've had all sorts of rigs in my car over the day, including a great big Kenwood HF rig, an Icon 703, the 897 by Yaesu. I've had, oh God, the Trio TS 430S. I've had Ranger 2950s. I've had the Mark 1 Jacksons, the Mark 1 Lincolns, and all the rest of it. Now, along with them comes memories of various amps that I've used with them rigs to get DX, because that's what I like. I'm a DXer at heart. And one of the amps that I had, allegedly, was a KL 500, okay? Did the biz, allegedly. With the 9900, and I had no amp in the car, you've got none of that faffing about with extra wires and patch leads and crud everywhere. It's just me, the rig, and the mic. Made loads of DX contacts on it. Paul Mahoon from Dublin. How are you, Paul? I see you put down that you've had some snow. That's why I like the 9900. I mean, I have had DX contacts on a 6900 as well, but not so many, to be fair. Darren Barwick passed the foundation exam. Good on you, Darren. Well done, mate. You'll love it. And this is something else I just want to cover. Oh, there's a couple of things. Someone asked me the other day in my last stream, I only saw it when I watched it back, what bike I ride. And it's a Carrera Vulcan. Yeah, I know some of you guys are amateurs, okay? And some of you are not. You've always decided, because I always swore I'm not going to do the amateur thing. I like me CB. They're all a bunch of snobs on amateur. That was my perception. You know, the exam's too hard. I don't want to learn Morse code. But to be fair, once I did the amateur thing, started chatting to amateurs, they're just exactly the same as CBers. Except most of them know a lot more. I mean, you know, we all know a little bit about radio. Yeah, Darren, no need for thanks, mate. We're all in the same thingy, mate. Yeah, you will love it. I mean, my first ever rig that I used for amateur use was a little thing called a jing tong. Right, this was before the bow things were even heard of. It's called a jing tong, and I had it for ages. And I was trying to get it to open a local repeater, and it's all in double Dutch. I couldn't find the info out wherever I wanted. I could get it to step down or up for the repeater steps, but I just could not get that. I think it was a 77 hertz tone, and I don't think it had the tone that you can press, the 1750 tone burst. So one day I sat there and I went through all of the different options, keyed it up, the repeater's opened. So I went on there, give me call sign, check in for access, bang, someone came back. That was it. I was in the game. Yeah, Dipsy, don't be like that. You love going to London. It's a lovely place, mate. We're going to have to eat a sweet here. Well, all of the chat box from my end is frozen. Paul Mahoon says CB first. Oh, to be honest, my amateur radio license has run out. I should have revalidated it a couple of years ago. At the minute, I've got no motivation to do that, though one day I will. But I came from CB. I love CB. You know, here we are. Now, Albert, how are you getting on with your noise? Have you managed to get that coax down and check the connections and everything? Yeah, Dipsy, I wonder what you've been doing in some of them pictures on Facebook. Now I know. I'll just sit and wait and hope that you guys ain't just sitting back and think, right, I'm going to let Steve talk today. I mean, I'll happily do that. But something I want to touch on. I said it last week and I'll say it this week. The Charlie Tango 318 live on Zello. If I can, I'm going to delete it. I've made a new one. It's called CB Radio England. AM for music. It's talking about his Lincoln 2 Plus. Got a capo and it was worse with lower audio. Well, I've got to be honest. I find that unusual. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the capo mics, but they're readily available and they do work. Generally, on my Lincoln 2 Plus, if I put the capo up high, it sort of is a bit overdriving. Colin Guntrip. Any idea why I'm getting Liverpool and Pembrokeshire on my modulator aerial but can't get close stations? Is that a constant, Colin, or is it just happened once or twice? And when that is happening, whereabouts are you? You're sat on top of a big hill. Just reading about Albert's noise. Kevin Gilbanks. I presume, hi Kevin, by the way. I presume you're in Manchester, are you? We may well have spoken at some point while I've been hilltopping. Yeah, Dipsy's got a good memory. That Adrian Hobby guy keeps on about me to be live for longer, 4-hour sessions and all that. Me and Dipsy want Adrian to do a live stream. Colin, radio's a funny thing. Now, the hill that you're on, if you, next time you're up the top of that hill, have a look around you, see if there's any other hills the same height or higher. Because normally, the highest hill is the bit that you can't get your car on. I think a lot of people might relate to that. And this is to Sean Farhi. It's CB Radio England. TJ Noob has got a load of noise. I'll come back to that, TJ. If I don't and I get diverted by all these others, just remind me again. Yeah, I found, right, this is my experience, and maybe any of you that go mobile a lot might be able to relate. On part of my journey, and I've done this a few times, I've been talking to Pucker Dave, for anyone who knows him, and my mate Paul. Now, it's quite a long hill that I go down. When I get down to the bottom of the hill, both of them are completely gone. And I've had them both say, I'll catch you later, Steve. And I'm always like, don't go yet, don't go. Because once you get away from the foot of the hill, the signal comes back. So, yeah, radio is funny. So, yeah, I know it don't fully cover the bit about getting people miles away, but not just round the corner. But sometimes radio is weird and it just does different stuff. Your signal might be overshooting the locals for whatever reason. Now, TJ was saying it gets a lot of noise. Let's start with the basics. TJ, I think you said you've got an IMAX 2000. What radio are you using with it? Just to give me some sort of idea. Okay, using a 9900. Now, I'll just pass this information on to you all and to TJ. If any of you have watched a video of me talking to Albert when I was on the 360 FM, you'll notice that there was very little noise. Okay, now you've got to bear in mind I was only using the aerial that was on the car, right? And that the Superstar 360 FM is an old rig. It's got to be 30 odd years old. But I swapped over to my Anytone, which is basically a 9900. I know because I've had both, two of each, three. I've had three 9900s and two Anytones. Now on the Anytone, I was getting 7 bars of noise. And I thought, that's bad. So I thought, I'll double check and I'll go back to the 360, nothing. A lot of the modern rigs, and I don't know if anyone out there can relate, it's like the receive is cranked right up. You've only got to have a snap, crackle and pop a mile away, shows up on your meter. I mean, there's things that people will recommend you do. Make a choke at the bottom of your aerial. You can earth everything. You can put ferrite clamps, ferrite rings. But I think if you can, TJ, try and find out where the noise is coming from. That I know it's not easy, but if you can find that noise, you might be sort of one step forward. Now, some people will tell you, oh, it's a fiberglass aerial. Well, they're very noisy, they are. Get a 2016 or whatever. Now, Albert that's in here, he's just come back on after a probably 20, 30-year break. He came back on, he had, I think it was some sort of Thunderpole aerial, half wave or 5/8, fiberglass, right? He got noise on it. And then he got, I'm talking within a week or a fortnight, Albert then got the 2016. Now that noise that he had is still there. Don't let people talk you into fiberglass aerials are crap, because they ain't. Swady boy, hiya mate. Albert Footy said, do I know anything about QRM eliminators? No. To be fair, I don't. For what they do, I think they're a lot of money. To be honest, before I invested in one of them, I'm just going to come back to Stefan's point about turning down the RF gain, because that way you ain't got no noise. Stefan, you have still got that noise. You've just hidden it from yourself. It's purely a cosmetic thing. I've sort of got a bit lost there. But yeah, the QRM eliminators, I've never had one, so I can't recommend you one. If you get one, Albert, you'll have to come on here and share what your opinion of it is. AM for music says, what travels furthest, AM or FM? That's an open-ended question, because if you're on AM and you're running 10 watts and then you go on FM and you're running 100 watts, the FM signal is going to get further. Part of the problem with AM is any noise that's underneath. My teeth are falling out here. Also, it comes through, okay? Whereas FM, the strongest signal gets through. I'm going to have to sort myself out, lads. Hang on. Right, here we go. Where are we? Looks right. I've got a load of ganja over here and all. Yeah, where was I? I think I was... this is going to make it hard for me to speak, by the way, lads. Stefan was saying about... Oh, God, now my monitor's gone off. What the hell is going on? Oh, now it's back on. It's going back to noise, which is something that all of us suffer from. TJ, what you can do, if you can get a handheld, you can walk around up your garden, up the street. You might better find the source of the noise from there. Right, I'm going to whip these teeth out, so doing me head in. Hang on. Right, it's back to old toothless. There we go. Albast has got an eliminator. So Albert and Albast are going to be chatting about the eliminator. So it might be worth watching what these two guys are saying to each other. Yeah, but Stefan, if you're still here, On the old style rigs, like your Cobra 148s, even your high gain 5s, your multi-mode 2s, your jumbos, you would never turn your RF gain down, because what you're doing is turning down your receive. Whereas on these modern rigs, I do understand why people do it, because it almost seems like they're overtuned, almost to the point you can take your aerial out and you still have a bit of noise there. It's a shame, because there's some people who will say, what are you doing that for? And there's other people that go, yeah, try it. Yeah, Bob's pointing out noise can be a lot further away than what you might think. You have to excuse me, keep looking at the this way, because it's windy. I've got a cover over my bike and it keeps blowing up like a balloon. It looks like someone's in our alleyway. AMC Doogie. Hi mate, how are you? Right, I just have to come back. And have a little look. How many people are in CB Radio England? There's obviously me, Charlie Tango 3083, Sean, Darren, Brian, and Swady Boy. Now, I quite often look, and there's still 5 or 6 people on the 318 channel. I mean, if you want, I'll leave it there, but I don't tend to listen to that. I stay on CB Radio England. Not sure, someone just spoke then. Let's see if it works. Right, who's on CB Radio England? Anyone got their volume turned up? No. Yeah, Stefan. It's a little bit on the cosmetic side. Now, if you looked away from your rig, oh, there is someone there, and just turn that down, I don't know whether it would make much difference. Let's say you've got a really faint signal and you turned your RF gain down.
Big 10 full good, buddy.
Yeah, that's, I know that voice. Del Boy. I'm going to have to say hello to someone, ain't I? Yeah, thanks for coming back, everyone. Nice one. But yeah, this is where I'm hanging now. I don't tend to use 318 anymore. Yeah, I've got you, Stefan, on what you said about turning the volume up. Whatever works for you, to be honest. Sorry, anyone that's on here, I've just turned the volume down. Yeah, Stefan, it's wrong that you should have to do that, isn't it? Because let's just say there's 2 of you, you're both on the same rig. In Stefan's case, he's on a McKinley. Let's just say one person's turned the noise down and the other one ain't. When you get the rig check, there's going to be a difference in signal. You shouldn't have to do that. I find it a bit annoying, really, that these rigs are set up like that. Kev 63, you're late. Don't worry. I very nearly didn't do a stream tonight. Pardon me. Very, it was a lot of fag paper in it, but I thought no. Albert Foot is asking about an RF tracker. I think you might be talking about a field strength meter, but they're not as sensitive as what you'd think. The one I had a little aerial on it, and you could run it along your coax, but the needle, even sort of that close, the needle wouldn't move. You need quite, on the one I had, well, I've had 2 or 3 in actual fact, you needed a strong signal to get the thing to move. AMC Doogie, where did I get the shirt from? I didn't. It was a Christmas present, and you just don't ask, do you, mate? George Donaldson. Hi, George. Hope you're well, mate. Now, it's bugging me that Brian said that he's got snow. And Brian's, I don't know, 15, 20 mile car drive from me. I wonder if I've got any. I might even be cheeky and have a look. No, we got nothing here. And Stefan, I'll have to try that. Next time I think about it, when I'm on the little McKinley or the 6900 or any of my other rigs, I'll have a little play about with the RF gain. And I've got to be honest, I always have mine cranked right up. Yeah, okay, Stefan. Understand that, mate. I know Fred in the shed always has his RF going down, but you know, he'll probably tell you himself what he hears comes through 2 hearing aids. So what he hears and what we hear are 2 different things. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? You make the most of your kit. If it meant, I don't know, standing on one leg and you know, pulling a funny face to get your signals in, we'd all do it, wouldn't we? If you had to turn the RF gain, to be honest, it don't really bother me. It annoys me more than anything that it's there in the first place. It's like they overcrank the receive. And the first time I ever noticed that, surprisingly, it weren't on the first 6900 I had, it was on the Grant 2. I used to get all sorts of weird noises coming out of that while I was driving along. I'm going to show that one. Now, while we're here, we'll have a bit of a crack, shall we? Adrian Hobby is going to do a live stream, right? Adrian, tell us all when you're going to start it, what the topic's going to be, and how long you're going to be live streaming for. Yeah, might as well be, Bob. Colin Guntrick, when people say you're at the back of the box, tell them to turn the segway around and I'll be at the front. Adrian, okay, you're obviously not going to do a live stream. Why not? You know, there's enough of us come on here and, you know, have a bit of a crack. What's stopping you, Adrian? Are you a bit camera shy? 44 people on the stream at the minute. Thanks everyone for joining. If you've not already, jump on the chat section, just, you know, say hello, or, you know, whatever. AM for Music said he spoke to a mobile contact today. He could hear me, but I could not hear him. Do you think the problem is my end or his? Well, it depends. If your squelch is up higher than his and he dips below the squelch, then it's your end. If your rig's putting out 20 watts and this one's only putting out 3 watts, then it's his fault. Yeah, go on, Alan. Yeah, cheers for that, mate. I don't like. I always used to say, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, you know, but people, it is what it is, isn't it? AM Doogie Fresh says to do a live stream, you need 1,000 subscribers, and he's only 918 short. M. Duffy is cracking on with the washing up. Yeah, fair play to you, mate. Yeah, most people don't have to sit here and watch. People are just earwig, you know, and if they hear a topic that they might have something to say, they'll come over and say hello. But yeah, welcome aboard, Duffy. Yeah, Albast is saying, Alan done a live stream and he's only got 85 subscribers. So yeah, that's blowing that excuse out of the water, isn't it? Tim the Hampshire Hogs just downloaded Zello. Yeah, fair play to you, Tim. You'll suss it out, you know. Dips has got 3 subscribers. It's all them women. He keeps going around there pretending to be a painter and decorator where he's really an electrician. Yeah, Albars, when you did your stream, I did watch it, to be honest, but I can't remember if anyone joined. I think a few did, didn't they? Yeah, every day's a school day for sure, mate, for us all. Alan Touchwood, they all run for the hills, mate. The days, oh, you had 3, Alan. Yeah, good for you, mate. It's a weird feeling when you first go live, I will say, because you sat there and you don't know who's going to come, what they're going to say. And this, I've got a question for Alan Albast. Now, Alan is trying his hardest to improve his station. He lives in a block of flats, and he got a 3-element beam and put it outside the balcony. I mean, how mad is that? But Alan, unfortunately, still got a load of noise and all the rest of it. Alan, sorry, I didn't. Maybe I'll have to catch up with it on the replay. But you've got a noise canceller. How did you get on with it? You know, do you use it regularly? Swadey boy says we had a Fox report tonight, matey. That's a question. I've got to be honest, I ain't seen them for a couple of days. and there's nothing out for them at the minute. I'll just food scraps, but I do buy bonios, and if there's no food scraps, I'll just stick a bonio out there. Alan Albast, how much noise does your eliminator knock off? And if you don't mind me asking, how much did it cost you? Would you buy it again if you didn't know? Say this one you had to sell or whatever, would you buy another one? No worries, Albert. I'm going to drag out of Mr. Allen all the info I can. Okay, Alan, knocks about 3S points of noise off, and he would buy another one. What model did you buy, Alan? Just for Albert's benefit there. And this is to Stefan. Now, notice Stefan has been giving out weather reports on Facebook. What's that about? Are you a weatherman, Stefan? Because it's quite detailed what you give out, to be fair. £140. Now on them, if I'm not mistaken, Alan, don't you have to run another aerial to offset the noise or something? There you go, Albert. Keep an eye on Albast's replies here, because I'm really asking for your benefit and anyone else's rather than my own. And I will just quickly put this question to Albast. What's the furthest regular contact you can get? You know, line of sight, just a normal copy, if you like. I've got to be honest, I really upset someone on, let's say, a buy and sell site, because they sent me the wrong mic. Ordered a mic, they sent me the complete wrong thing. I ordered one for a 9900 and they sent me one for a 6900 with a 4-pin. And because I didn't give them a glowing feedback, I had all sorts of threats from that, but I thought, you'll get over it, mate. Send the right gear, you get the right feedback. Dipsy's always upsetting people. Yeah, fair play to you, Dipsy. That's something I don't know, Swady boy. And out of curiosity, Swady boy, what's your setup there, mate? What aerial? Yeah, Alan, that's really good. I mean, you've got the height in you, which is absolutely fantastic. Well, just for everyone's record, anyone that don't know, I'm in Bedfordshire and we've got no snow at the minute. Stefan's been an amateur forecaster for 56 years. Well, I never knew that. Where do you do the broadcast then, Stefan? Over some sort of radio or on the telly or what? I find that's interesting. I've got to be honest, AM for Music's asking about, are the presidents the only rigs that will scan user stored frequencies? I don't know. I never scan memory channels. I mean, I know the little bow thing will. I know it's not a CB, of course. I don't even know where that one is. I've got all my other ones set there. I can't find the UV5 thing. I'll show that for you, Stefan, because for some reason it's withheld. It's not even a link. I don't know why that happened. There you go. GM4. I like you. Called me a young man. Cheers, Chris. Just got back from a lockdown walk. Yeah, Swady boy. Fair enough, mate. That's probably accounts for you not being able to get on the 305. Now, I'll tell you now, anyone who follows the 305 net will have heard of or heard Robbie in maybe one of in Fred of the in the Shed's videos. I've got Robbie on video. I've never uploaded it. I've still got it. I've got a load of video I've not uploaded. I might one day. I was on the way back from Norfolk and I could hear Robbie from Peterborough. Yeah, Stefan, that's brilliant, mate. And Swady Boy's using a multi-band vertical. What is it? Something like a Hustler. Gabriel says, has anyone told you you're like Ralph from the Fast Show? No, they haven't. Oh, God. People have said my voice reminds me of a multitude of people. I can't even think of their names for the life of me at the minute. Yeah, Stefan, if that was to me, I've not looked for it, but I didn't see a link in your post on here. If you put a link, it never came up, not to me anyway. Okay, Swady Boy, I'm not familiar with that one, but I did have a Hustler BTV6. It was all right, but I've got to be honest, I've done better with a horizontal wire. Just checking my camera because there's something coming down. It's not snow. My favourite band on HF was 40 metres throughout the summer. Into G stuff. Loved it. Swady Boy says, I've got a picture on your Zello page. I don't know if that's to me, but I'll have a look. What I did with my phone. It's got to be here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Epoxy thing. I'll never find it. Let's have a look. Who's that handsome fella, eh? Yeah, I got it. No worries, mate. Yes, mate. Just reading AMC Dougie's comment. Yeah, I had a weird thing happen to me one night. I was mobile, can't remember what rig I had. It was probably a Ranger 2950 going back years. This was before the 6900 and the 9900 and all the rest weren't even invented yet. And I was listening to two guys on sideband. It was before sideband was made legal, or even, you know, anyone got whisper of it. They were chatting and I'm driving along and I'm thinking, I can't work out if I'm getting nearer to them or what, because I could hear them for bloody miles, to be honest. Right out of the blue, a Scotchman came and he weren't calling them, he was on their same frequency, crashing in, massive signal. And they both said to each other, oh, Scotland's coming through. And one of them just managed to get to him, and then the guy faded back out again. Yeah, Stefan, there's no link coming up, mate. One thing I will say, right, I'm not knocking you, Stefan, because you know you do your thing. What always frustrates me, in this day and age, they'll be on the telly and they'll say, coming from the east is all this cloud, and you can see the isobars are all close together. It's going to be quite windy tomorrow, and the rain is coming in from the east, and this is happening. The next day, none of it happens. And I think if that was me, I'd be embarrassed. I like the bloke that you see on the telly of an evening, the skinny guy with the big ear holes. He talks a lot of sense because he can tell you what the weather's like or what it has been like. Oh, today it's been rainy and it's been a bit windy. And we've put up these pictures of it as well. You know, great. We all know what it was like. That kills me, that in this day and age, you know, they send people, well, send people to the moon and back. They can't get the weather right for the next day. Stefan, you're winding me up. Me and Deb, my other half, we've been waiting for snow for ages. We've had a little bit. Let me have a look out the window. No snow. No snow here, mate. I was hoping to look out the window and it blowing a blizzard. Yeah, Stefan. Fluid dynamics. That's a good word. I'll have to remember that. Gabriel says you didn't go to the moon. Well, I did. I went up there, had a quick look around, didn't like it a lot. I thought I'd chip off back home to Earth. Yeah, Stefan, I think you said you're about 500 feet above sea level. I'm only about 320, I think, where I am at the moment. How high is everyone else? Has anyone else bothered to check how high they are above sea? And it's no joke. Yeah, I get it. I get it, Colin. Dips is yeah, Dipsy. Depends if you've got his high heels on, doesn't it? Albert Footy, what you'll have to do is say, look, I don't normally charge for neighbours. Brian's getting snow in Hitchin. And Mark is 290 foot above sea level in northeast Scotland. Colin, Wiltshire is 134 foot above sea level in Norfolk. You must be in one of the highest points because Norfolk is pretty flat, isn't it, to be fair? TJ Noob, 597 feet. Couple of guys here organising a bit of a sked via YouTube, which I think is great. What I don't know if any of you guys have realised this or noticed it. I presume you have. Back in the day, when a lot of us first started, CB was it hit the ground running because it was free. You could talk to anyone, you know, up the road, your mates, chat up women, sell your car, you know, buy stuff, and it was all free. I know they made it where you had to pay a license, but then the internet come along, mobile phones come along, bosh, everyone was gone. It's all on a chat room or whatever. But now it's sort of gone full circle because take me and Fred in the shed, for example. When I worked down near Watford, I'd done that trip for years. And I religiously every morning would put the aerial on, put the rig in the car, and I'd go down. I'd be shouting out on the 1.9, nothing. Or I'd just listen. Sometimes in the back of the box, I could hear faint people. And occasionally I'd get talking to a trucker or whoever was about. Once me and Fred in the shed started uploading videos, people thought, oh, I think we could manage to get in. People like Pucker Dave, Robbie, what's the other geezer? Awesome Dave, he calls himself. They joined and it became a regular thing and it became a net. People used to call in from all over. I don't know if they still do. I presume so. Along with the fact that sideband and AM was made legal, a lot of people were unaware of that. So what took a lot of people off of CB is now helping to bring people back on. So that's like the circle. Yeah, okay, yeah, Stefan, I've got that, mate. Well, next time I'm on Facebook, we'll go and have a look. I'll just call you Bob because your second name, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Saying about the streets being closed. Whereabouts are you, Bob? God, it must be snowing like a good one, mate. Aberdeenshire. Nice. Bob, have we ever spoke on radio? I've spoken to quite a few people up in, I was going to say sunny Scotland, and you're going to go, no, we never see the sun up here, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Dougie's saying it's proper windy in Guildford. Sorry, it's been pretty windy in Bedfordshire today. I thought I'd ask Bob. Callum, DX Commander, is late. How you doing, mate? I'm just about to end my stream in a minute. But I will ask, Callum, how are you getting on with the McKinley, and have you expanded it? There you go. Bob's saying he remembers the son in Aberdeen 10 years ago. McKinley's expanded. Okay, Callum. Because on mine, my mate got one, right? This is to Callum. He bought it brand spanking new. Said, Steve, can I have a rig check? I went on there on sideband. Yeah, I can hear, but it was very low in signal, you know. And I said, to be honest, you sounded better on whatever it was rig I had off him the week before. Yeah, okay, Callum. So cut a long story short, he only had the McKinley for about 3 days, and I had it off him. I swapped him his old rig back for it, if I remember, which was a better deal for me at the time. Then I started looking into it, and people were saying that they're quite low power on sideband until you do the mod or you adjust something. I'm not going to encourage people to get the magic screwdrivers out. So I got it on the pound meter and a dummy load, and I gave a good a whistle as what I can do. You know, it's a bit of a joke. Everyone knows I'm not very good at whistling, not with these Paul's teeth. The best I could get out of it was 7 watts. Anyway, I did the mod, cut the wire, moved the jumper, rechecked it, and I said to me mate Paul, can I have a rig check? Yeah, okay. Arranged the frequency. Got on there, and Paul goes, "You sound really great. What rig's that?" And I said, "It's a McKinley. I've just expanded it." Well, that was it. He wanted it back, so we've done another deal. He had the McKinley back, and just recently, I can't even remember what I gave him for it. Now I've got the McKinley back. It's here to stay this time. It's the way it goes. Callum, you know, we all know that the score, whatever. If you hear another rig and it sounds brilliant, you know, with me, particularly if it's a nice sounding sideband, if my mate's got it and he wants rid of it, I say I want first dibs. Most of the rigs, if not all, have all come from the same mate. I am going to have to go in a minute, but Swady Boy's asking Callum, it's a sales pitch here. Crack on, you two. I'll wait a minute till you sorted yourself out. I think Callum said he's got rubbish reception where he is. Yeah, Dipsy, I always enjoy the stream. I mean, sometimes we're of use to someone that might come along with a bit of an issue, and between us as a collective, we'll sort them out. But I just enjoy the crack as well. Hampshire Hogs, catch you later, Tim. Oh, you better go out and get that bunch of flowers, mate. Yeah, 73, Tim, you stay safe, mate. Yeah, cheers, Callum, Mr. DX Commander. 7-3s, mate. Thanks for popping along. No worries about being late. You know, I'm quite often late myself. Mr. Duffy, get a pen and write it down. Misello is CB Radio England. Okay, mate? More often than not, I've got the volume turned down, but that is my channel. Callum has also got one, I believe. Callum, do you want to give your Zello channel a quick plug? Yeah, Callum, I find I've only, I don't know, I ain't been live streaming long. I've been uploading for ages, but I do enjoy the live stream, particularly now we're all in lockdown and all that. People just come here to escape, you know, what's going on outside. Yeah, Callum, just like me, mate. There you go. If you want to find Callum on Zello, type in DX Commander, but like he says, he's never there. You know, it's like me. You might be lucky catch me or unlucky, depending. Right, guys, that's it. I'm wrapping up the stream now. I'm going to go downstairs and make myself a cup of tea. Thanks, everyone, for popping by. It's been a lot of fun again. But I will be back on 7 p.m. on Wednesday. So if you've got any questions, save them up till then. Or you can make a comment under, say, this stream. Just ask the question. When I get around to it, I'll reply. Eddie's mum, see you later. Del boy, yeah, 10-10 till we do it again. Keep your nose between the ditches and the smokies off your bridges. Albert Footy, see you later, Albert. Good luck with your quest to get rid of that noise, mate. Stefan, see you later, mate. Swadey boy, see you later. Dipsy, see you later. Gary Seed, see you later, mate. Alan Touchwood, see you later. Adrian Obby, we look forward to your live stream. Andy Cowley, see you later, bud. Darren Barwick, see you later. Colin Wiltshire, TJ Noob, see you later, fellas. Charlie Tango 318, clearing the frequency.